What is going on, Manchester United fans? And as we are speaking, it is 10 o'clock on the 13th of October 2022, and Manchester United have somehow just beat Omonia 1-0. I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm sure many of you were sat at home. There's no fingernails left on these nails, I can assure you of that. I didn't think it was going to be coming, and I thought, can I be dealing with football Twitter? Can I be dealing with the Manchester United fans that are just so sick and tired of seeing this struggle? These struggling years, I thought they were behind us, and then they were. Scott McTominay with a fantastic assist through from Jadon Sancho, great vision, dilly-dallying with his feet on that left-hand side since he came on, and I wasn't too sure. I was a bit worried that it was going to be one of those games, all the flair, all the skill, the dilly-dallying, the passing was all there, but in that final third we were really struggling. And one of the big shout-outs I want to make is to the goalkeeper of Omonia, and that was in fact Francis Nzuho, I think is that how you would pronounce his name? Nzuho. So Francis Nzuho is the goalkeeper, if you don't know, and he made a fantastic amount of saves. I can probably get them actually up on here. So we had 12 shots on target, and only coming out with one goal is absolutely incredible. He had a fantastic game. I do think the commentators on BT made a bit more of a dramatised, made it more dramatic than it was. I think the first couple of saves in the first half weren't as good as they were making out, especially the Rashford one comes to mind massively, through on goal, and it was just really poor finishing from the angle that he was at, and he stops it with his leg. So like you said, a lot of the saves weren't actually as maybe intentional as the commentators were making out, but I do think overall Omonia as a team, you can't knock it, but they came to Old Trafford to get the point. They didn't come to play football. I mean, I think it was one shot on target that they had by the end of the game compared to our 12. I can't even tell you, let's just double check here. I can probably get up the stats as I'm sat here. So ball possession was 70% to Manchester United with 30% going to Omonia. 34 goal attempts from Manchester United with 4 for Omonia. And then 12 shots on target. I don't know how we didn't seem to score more than that. Like I said, I feel like I kind of took away from the Omonia goalkeeper. Fantastic performance from him. Some of the saves in the second half really did warrant the praise he got in the first half. Only a young goalkeeper as well. I believe he's Nigeria's starting goalkeeper at 23 years old. I'm sure he can be getting a good move in the next coming years. A bright future indeed. Potentially an even better World Cup. Fingers crossed for him, as he was in fact. It was announced on commentary that he is in fact a Manchester United fan as well. So, you know, if he wants to come to Manchester United, come on, he's welcome anytime indeed. Fantastic performance from him. I also want to shout out the Omonia fans. 4,000 Omonia fans travelled from Cyprus to Old Trafford, and they were absolutely crazy loud. You could hear them over the Manchester United fans, and they were just absolutely blaring the whole game, as you would be, supporting your team. Massive game on a Thursday evening in the Europa League, so fantastic to see everybody out. Bit of a shame for them, not so much for us. A great performance. Like I said, McTominay finished it. It was a bit of a scrappy one, but good composure to kind of take his time and just bury it central, low, hard, just needing it to go on target, you know, just for something to kind of test that goalkeeper a little bit more, and luckily we got our goal in the 92nd minute. An absolutely crazy game, by no means where we want to be. We've got some big games in fact coming up. We'll just get them up here. So our next couple of games in the Premier League are Newcastle at home, a fantastic fixture, one that I want to be seeing a good result from. They're an upcoming team, but they are quite scary on their day if they're feeling it. You know, Alan Saint-Maximin, I do believe he's out with injury, but we want to be getting onto a better performance than what we saw tonight. And then quickly followed Tottenham at home to us, and then Chelsea away. So a big lineup of Premier League fixtures coming up for us. So it was really good to see that goal. I knew those fixtures were coming up, and I was just so worried that we weren't going to get it and we were going to dip coming into this 3-game streak of madness. But yeah, as you can see, I'm absolutely shattered. I've not really gone through the game. I think the tactics from Ten Hag were a bit different tonight. They actually mentioned it. I think it was Owen Hargreaves at half-time mentioned that he actually had the full-backs actually inverting in and coming into midfield to kind of open up new channels. But it did leave us a bit narrow, playing against a team that would be counter-pressing us or actually pressing us at all in our attacking half, our defensive half. I could see some potential issues springing up. but it makes sense. Like I said, he did do that at Ajax last season, bringing those fullbacks in and kind of using them as like almost secondary midfielders. So Malacia you saw getting in. You also saw Delo on the other side coming into that box, a lot of like these central attacking positions on the edge of Omonia's box. So it'd be interesting to see a little bit more of that. I think when Luke Shaw came on, I wasn't too impressed with him playing that position, and I'm not too sure where he fits into this system going forward. But like I said, against a more attacking team, even your Newcastle, your Tottenham and your Chelsea, I don't know if you can play that system as much. You're probably going to have to play a little bit more of a defensively solid system, so it made sense that he tried it tonight. But on that same hand, you're going to expect there to be not a few flaws. I wouldn't say flaws is the right word, but a few kind of like ironing out the creases, getting used to a new system. I can't really recall a time that I've seen the fullbacks play like that. But at the same time, we were playing a team that was sitting in. Omonia came for the point. At the end of the day, you're going to Old Trafford, a huge game in fact for them. So it sounds weird to say, but for them, a point, if they were happy with a point, it would have helped them with the group as well. But we really needed that win on our side of stuff. So I'm so glad to see that. I wanted to do this review and I was a little bit worried if it was going to be a 0-0 because I wouldn't have been as cheery as I have been. I probably wouldn't have been as nice to Omonia either, or the goalkeeper in fact. But you know what, we got the goal, we did it when it mattered. Old United feelings, getting those last minute Fergie time goals. It's what I like to see, winding up the opponent. Oh, can you smell it already, the opponent fans? What do you think about the game? Get your thoughts below and let me know for the next game if you want to see a preview, or if you just prefer me to do this system, which is just doing a review. It's been Manchester United and I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to like and let me know what else you want to see on the channel. Adios.